What's up, y'all? Now, I know most of you probably saw the topic of this video and said, huh? What? ¿Qué? ¿Cómo? What the what? What are you talking about? Everybody knows that the PlayStation 3 uses a Blu-ray disc. But nobody can seem to state what benefit that has brought the PS3 in regards to gaming. That's because there hasn't been a benefit. But the problem is, there could have been a benefit. When you look at it on paper, going from a regular DVD capacity to Blu-ray, 50 gig is massive. There was a lot of potential there for games to be larger, for worlds to be bigger, for a bunch of content to be on the disc, but that didn't happen. And it was because of two reasons. Actually, three reasons. First reason being, the large majority, meaning 95% of HD games made today are made 6 to 7 gig maximum in mind, because these games are being made to run on the 360. The 360 uses a standard DVD. Even though it's HD, it uses a standard DVD. Most of these games are made for the 360 first, or made to run on the 360. So it doesn't matter how many extra gigs the PS3 disc has available to it, because they're just going to port the game over. They're not going to add 30 gigs more of game just for the PlayStation 3 version. So that's the first problem. The second problem is Sony, if they were smart, having all of that extra space available, should have made developers, should have made publishers use that extra disk space, even if it meant money hatting. They should have done that. They should have made sure that the PlayStation 3 version was the definitive version. They should have done that. And it would have worked. If the PlayStation 3 had the definitive version of every multiplat available, it would have done a lot better than it had. Think about it like this. The games where it's widely known that the PS3 has the best version have always sold the most. Batman Arkham Asylum was the best on the PS3, and guess what? It sold best on PS3, despite having a smaller install base. If people know that there's a better version of the game, they will buy it. Sony should have invested in that. The third and most important problem with the Blu-ray disc in regards to gaming in the PS3 is drive speed. Blu-ray drive, or at least the Blu-ray drive in the PS3, is ridiculously slow. It is, I believe, a 2x Blu-ray drive. Now, a 2x Blu-ray drive is like the equivalent of like an 8x DVD drive, which is still ridiculously slow. Let's put it this way. I have a very old PC from what? I think it's from 2004, 2005. Yeah, that thing has a 52x DVD drive. So that'll show you right there. It's very slow. A lot of people misunderstand and don't realize the reason why there are mandatory installs on PS3 games. It has nothing to do with the graphics chip. It has nothing to do with the CPU. It's because of the PS3's slow Blu-ray drive read speed. Can't stream all of that data fast enough to run without having an install. That is the problem. Now, one of the reasons why I say that Wii U will be more beneficial to Blu-ray is because of the following. Now, before we even get started, I know I already got some people back there talking about, well, Trey, what the? It's not confirmed that Wii U uses Blu-ray. That's just hearsay. Is it? Okay, let's go on the very short list of confirmed facts for Wii U. Among those specs, there's a little tidbit under sound. that says 7.1 PCM uncompressed audio. Now, what other format besides Blu-ray uses that codec? Oh, that's right. Nothing. The Wii U is going to use a variation of Blu-ray. It's not going to be a traditional Blu-ray because it's not going to, obviously, it's not going to play Blu-ray movies. It's going to use Blu-ray technology. It's just going to be proprietary. It's not going to be a traditional Blu-ray disc. It's going to be a proprietary disc made by Panasonic for Nintendo, and Panasonic just happens to be on the Blu-ray Disc Alliance. Still with me? Anyway, here's how I know that the Blu-ray disc, or the Blu-ray-like disc that the Wii U uses, is going to be more beneficial for gaming. Another tidbit that we know about the Wii U: it does not have an internal hard drive. Now, you remember what I just said earlier? The main problem with the PS3 Blu-ray is that the drive speed was too slow and that they had to have mandatory installs for games for them to run. The Wii U does not have an internal hard drive. You guys following me? Some of you got this already just from me saying that, but most of you, I'm pretty sure, didn't follow me, so I'm going to break this down. If the Wii U is going to be using a Blu-ray drive for games, yet there's no hard drive on the system, that means that the issue with the disc read speed on the PS3 is non-existent on Wii U. That means that the disc read speed on this new Wii U Blu-ray disc is so fast that they don't even need a hard drive installed. That's pretty impressive. Now, another reason why this Blu-ray technology is going to be more beneficial for the Wii U than it was for the PS3. Now, if the next Xbox doesn't come out until a year after Wii U, which it probably will, that means that there are going to be several, or there's actually more than several, there's going to be a lot of games developed strictly for Wii U. Now, I'm talking games, not just exclusives, but games that publishers intend on transferring over to other systems. Games that are being pitched as multi-plat games, but only on Wii U for the time being. Those games are going to probably use the full capacity of the Wii U disc. No longer do they have the burden of a regular standard DVD format, because the Wii U will be the only next-gen system out. So they'll use the space that they have available. They're not going to be limited to 6 gigs. The reason for a lot of today's games being short in length is not just because of how much they cost to make. It's also because of the space available. If you go back to 2005, there was even developers already complaining about having to put HD games on regular DVDs. They were complaining about the space way back before the system even launched. With the Wii U, hopefully we'll be able to finally see the benefits of an HD game on an HD format.